So in episode 2 of the demon, the being the demon and being in the Demon King's army, I'm chilling in my 30s, got fired for the Demon King's army. It's there's some things I definitely do want to talk about. I do want to talk about the animation based in this episode. I find that the animation of this episode doesn't look really all that great. It really does not. And I mean, it doesn't concern me really that much and stuff like that. It's kind of like a standard like the old animation that they use, that the old animation that they use and stuff. I mean, it's okay. It's not really that bad, but it's just that some different clips and stuff get based on the anime. It just doesn't look to be really all that great. But it's definitely good. Basically, good storylines and stuff like that. And I really do like it. And I really do love that also well too. Now, one thing I definitely want to talk about is definitely I want to talk about the main female protagonist based in anime. Well, I would say she's probably is one of the main protagonists based in this anime, meaning that she's not the MC, means that the guy is pretty much the MC. The thing about what I like about her is that yeah, she's beautiful and she's nice and stuff like that, and stuff like that. I think she really does has really good feelings for the MC. I really do think she really does, and because there's no lie about it. Because like when you see Adventure come to the town or anything like that, and they get all excited and say like, oh, they must have something that they want to sell. They have something that they really do want and stuff like that. And they be in the just space. I guess they'd be in the just space like taking that and you just say like, yeah, maybe there's something, maybe there's something that they can have and stuff like that. Because like I said before, when you get a new venture comes to the town, a new venture will probably look around. Will probably look around and see like there's any meat, any food, like any gear, swords, or stuff like that, herbs, all that, or stuff like that. Because it's kind of like World of Warcraft. Because like I said before, when you go into town, you want there's something that you really do want. There's something that you really want to get because that's just how players really actually are because they're so desperate for something that they really actually do get. And sometimes that some of the people would be saying like, "Oh, I need more gear" and stuff like that. If you know what I mean, and stuff like that. Or they may need different for the professions and stuff like that. The reason I kind of like this anime is because it's not similar to World of Warcraft, but it feels like it really actually is, but it's really is not. It's really is not. I was quite surprised seeing a big old giant snake in the anime, really something else and stuff like that. And that brings me to one of supporting characters in this anime, and I'm really quite glad. I think his name is Gatterson. Gatterson, I think that's what his name is. He's the guy with the green hair and stuff like that because he's jealous of the MC because he thinks he can do a lot better than him and stuff like that. And I know people do get jealous of or things like that. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes it really does. But I would say it's not a major issue, but it's which is really is not. But even though I'm glad that the MC saved his life when he just put some bandages on his foot because if he did not get any antidote, then there's a very good possibility he could die because of the poison, because since it was a severe cut, thanks to the MC, basically saved his life. And so it's kind of like a Pokemon game. Like when one of your Pokemon get poisoned and stuff like that, and you have to use the antidote. Means you have to use some antidote to the cure it off. Because for every turn that you try to battle your Pokemon against another Pokemon, or basically traveling and stuff, you basically like this little reflection thing. Zzz, 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 like that. That means your Pokemon is dying and stuff like that. That means you need to get to the Pokemon place and your Pokemon is. So yeah. Even though I'm just saying that's just basically what I normally do see. Now, basically World of Warcraft is kind of similar to that, but I'm not really sure. I don't think I never got poisoned from any creatures, which I really don't think so. I don't know, but even though I'm just saying, but I'm really quite glad that Gatterson, he's starting to like the guy and stuff, and because he calls him Big Bro, it means that he looks up to him like that's a big brother and stuff like that, and that's something I definitely do like. Now, one thing I definitely do want to talk about the Demon Lord's army, which was basically at the almost at the end of the episode, because you could just tell some of the Demon Lords or I said the council or something like that. of the council. It may seem like you could just tell each and every one of them do miss him because he's just so nice. He was such a great guy and stuff like that. And he's really has done really such a lot and stuff like that. But I really do not know what was the reason why he got fired for, or maybe I didn't pay attention to episode one or something like that. I'm really kind of curious about what did he get fired for. So I'm really kind of curious because I just don't see how that he can be a bad character because he's really not and stuff like that. But to be honest, if I was him, I understand he misses comrades. I do understand that, but I would not return because if the village were to find out that he's working for the demon lord, that could put him in jeopardy. That means they will have to basically put him on trial and then have him executed, and stuff like that. And the reason why I'm saying that is because that can happen to him because the village was just probably just toss him out, is and just say like, we don't want you in our village. If he were to stay in the village, then yes, they would execute him because they would think that he works for the demon lord's army and stuff like that. And I really am kind of curious, like if that really is going to go down that route or not. I'm hoping it does not, but I don't see really what's going on right now. I do believe there's maybe something's going on based with this anime because I feel like there's maybe somebody out there must be lurking around the village or something, or spying on him or something. Maybe the scene something must be going on and stuff. So yeah, I'm really kind of curious. Wow, like what's the Demon King's going to do? Like, is he going to bring him back or something like that? If he was going to bring him back, I wouldn't go because that's just something I wouldn't do stuff with that. And I think the MC he's fine where he's at, but still, like I said before, if the village were to find out that he is, then yes, they're going to have to execute him or ban him from the village because he used to work for the Demon Queen, not Demon Queen, the Demon King. Excuse me. So yeah. So yeah, anyway, so that's it for this anime review. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Did you guys do? Do you guys agree with me or not? I'm really kind of curious what you guys would say. But yeah, anyways, I'll see you guys later. Take care. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Take care. God bless. Remember, just love you. I love you guys. Please stay safe and remember, stay blessed. Love you guys. Take care.